Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the 2026 UK, Ireland and European Inspiring Workplaces Awards in association with Prezi. How are we doing tonight? Okay, that was pretty okay, but in the next couple of weeks I'm off to Sydney and then Chicago, and there's no way that we're going to let them beat London, so let's try that one more time. How are we doing tonight? Much better. Sorry for the song just then. I went to see The Prodigy 2 weeks ago and it influenced my walk-up song. So it's fantastic to see so many leaders, teams and organisations here celebrating something that, frankly, has never mattered more. The experience people have at work. Now, let's be honest. The world of work has gone slightly mad. Every single day there's a new AI tool, a new future of work expert on LinkedIn, a new headline telling us that every job will disappear by Thursday, and a new CEO announcing a transformation strategy that they'll probably reverse by next quarter. People are exhausted. Not because people dislike change. Human beings are actually remarkably adaptable. People are exhausted because of the speed, the noise, and the chaos of change without clarity. And somewhere in the middle of all this, we risk forgetting a very important truth. Technology may be accelerating work, but people are still the ones doing it. That's why gatherings like this matter, because tonight is not about who has the flashiest AI strategy or the most impressive corporate buzzwords, and thank God for that. If I hear more and more companies saying they're leveraging synergistic transformation through agile AI-enabled ecosystems, I may need medical attention. No. Tonight is about recognising organisations that understand something much more important. That the future of work will not be won by companies that move the fastest. It will be won by the companies that help their people navigate the change the best. And there is a difference. Right now, leaders everywhere are under enormous pressure to chase every trend. Implement AI, restructure teams, move faster, automate more, do more with less. And somehow also maintain culture, well-being, innovation, engagement and quarterly growth. Apparently all while still smiling on Zoom. The temptation in this environment is to react to everything, but reacting is not leadership. Leadership is creating enough clarity and stability so people can actually think. One of the biggest responsibilities leaders have now is not simply accelerating change, it's consciously slowing parts of it down. Helping people pause, helping teams focus, creating space for deliberate decisions instead of endless reaction. Because if organisations just chase every new development without purpose, they create something very real. AI burnout, and we're already seeing it. People overwhelmed by constant transformation, employees afraid to admit they don't fully understand the tools, teams implementing systems that they barely had time to evaluate. Leaders announcing changes faster than culture can absorb them. And then, 6 months later, another restructure, another platform, another strategy reset. That is not transformation, that's organisational whiplash. The best organisations in the world right now, you, are doing something very different. They're treating people first, not as a slogan or a buzzword, but as a North Star, a filter for decision making. They're asking, will this technology genuinely help our people? Will this change improve the way humans work together? Are we creating clarity or confusion, momentum or anxiety, trust or fear? Because trust is becoming the defining currency of leadership. Not perfection, not pretending to have all the answers, certainly not posting inspirational quotes over photos of mountains on LinkedIn. Real trust, the kind built when leaders communicate honestly, when people feel heard, when organisations create cultures where individuals can adapt, learn and challenge ideas safely. And that matters because AI will absolutely reshape work. Some roles will dramatically change, some will disappear, entire industries will evolve. But the humans underneath the work are not changing. People still want meaning, people still want belonging, they want to feel valued, they still want leaders who see them as human beings rather than productivity stats wrapped inside PowerPoint slides. And the organisations that we celebrate tonight, you, again, understand this very deeply. You understand that high performance and human culture are not opposites. In fact, the evidence increasingly shows the opposite is true. The organisations that create trust, you build well-being, you build belonging, you create psychological safety, you communicate clearly during uncertainty. Those are the organisations people stay with, innovate within, fight for, grow with. Because when people feel safe, they perform better. It's not exactly revolutionary when you say it out loud, is it? But it has to be said. And yet somehow, parts of the business world still behave as though exhaustion is a leadership strategy. It isn't. Burning people out is not high performance. Confusing people is not innovation. Keeping teams permanently anxious is not transformation. Great workplaces create energy, not just output. That's why tonight matters. Tonight's a reminder that amidst all the noise, all the disruption and the uncertainty, and there's a lot, there are organisations around the world proving that a people-first approach is not soft, it's smart. It creates resilience, adaptability, loyalty, sustainability, and perhaps most importantly, it proves that putting people first is not just good for culture, it's becoming essential for navigating the future of work itself. In fact, that belief is exactly why we launched our certified PeopleFirst product, because the future of work won't be defined by who adopts AI the fastest, but by who helps their people adapt to change the best. And through the Future Ready survey, we're helping organisations measure something incredibly important right now. Not just how fast change is happening, but whether people can sustainably keep up with it. If that's a challenge you're thinking about in your organisation, we'd love to talk to you afterwards. So to all of tonight's inspiring workplaces, finalists and winners, thank you. Thank you for proving that culture still matters, that leadership still matters, that humanity still matters. And thank you for showing the world that the future of work does not belong to organisations that simply adopt technology the fastest. It belongs to those who bring their people with them. Congratulations to all of you tonight. Enjoy the evening, enjoy the celebration, and most importantly, keep leading in a way that makes work better for your people. And before I sign off, I want to welcome your host for the night, and she's back again because she's absolutely amazing. Please welcome Jenny Field. Thank you, good luck, and good night.